Hello, welcome. I'm so happy you're here. In this video, I'm going to talk about feminine energy and how to awaken your feminine energy to receive love. So receptivity is actually a feminine way of being. And just right off the bat, feminine does not mean woman. We all individuals, regardless of your gender, regardless of your sexual orientation, have both feminine and masculine energy. However, certain people are going to be more identified with one of those styles of energy more than another. Some people are just going to be identified with both. So this video isn't going to appeal to everyone, but it's probably going to appeal to people who identify, know that they are feminine and are desiring to embody more of their feminine energy. I've been getting requests for this video basically since I've started doing YouTube videos because I do embody quite a bit of feminine energy. And in fact, what's interesting is in my videos and in my work, I am absolutely in the most masculine energy than I am in any other area of my life. So if you're picking up on my feminine energy in my videos, this is actually the most masculine I am. And in the rest of my life, I'm incredibly feminine. I can talk more about what that means in this video. Before I jump in, please make sure you're subscribed to my channel in the corner or down below. Also know that I offer lots of self-study manifesting courses. There is a course down there, and it was a course I created a few years ago just kind of for fun, and I love it. It's such a sweet course, and it's how to become a fully embodied feminine woman. And I take you through a process of embodying different flavors of feminine energy. So if you want to dive deeper, you can look at that course below. And the last thing I'll say is I do a weekly giveaway for a bundle of 3 ebooks. The way to enter into this contest is to subscribe to my channel, to like this video, and to comment below. Okay, so let's jump in. So the title of the video is about how to embody more of your feminine energy to receive. And I've studied a lot about feminine and masculine energy. I still am really interested in that subject. To me, there's a lot of different ways to look at life and to look at what's happening in life, in our outer reality. And they basically all boil, when you look at, so for example, you can look at life or relationships through masculine and feminine energy. You can also look at it through the perspective of manifesting, what I always teach. And essentially they all align, all these ways to look at what's happening out there. Essentially it all basically says the same thing in a different way. When it comes to masculine and feminine energy in a relationship, here's some basics of what you might want to know. Through a particular perspective, there always is going to be in a sexual dynamic, actually always is not quite correct. There often will be a person who identifies more with masculine energy and a person who identifies more with feminine energy within a relationship dynamic. And part of what creates polarity or attraction between two people is that difference in energies. Okay, again, just want to make it really clear, when I say masculine, I do not mean man. And when I say feminine, I do not mean woman. What I mean is the flavor of energy. So the masculine energy is the pursuing energy. It feels like this. It's the straight, firm, clear, pursuing, giving energy. The feminine energy is the receptive energy. I'm gonna say she, but again, I don't necessarily always mean she, but often it will mean she. She is the receiver of the masculine's energy, okay? So this is just a particular way to look at relationship dynamics. I very much look at my relationship dynamic like this. I am happiest in relationships when I am really deeply in my feminine energy and I'm with a partner who is very strongly in his masculine energy. That's just what suits me. I just have known this from observing myself throughout the years. So what's going on in our world? Well, there's a couple things going on in our world right now. One of the things that's happening is there is a rise in the embodiment of feminine energy, which is amazing. And you'll see this, you see this everywhere. A lot of people are talking about feminine energy. There's a lot of programs out there that are teaching people to embody more of their feminine energy. And part of why this is happening is because our world, and in particular if you live in America, but I know a lot of my audience doesn't, it's true for the whole world though, our world up until this point, from what we can perceive, has really valued more masculine energy. Masculine energy, again, is more kind of thinking energy, it's more doing energy, it's more production energy. And the feminine, again, is more of a receptive, softer, more relaxed state of being. So to rebalance the world, I mean, this is just, again, through a particular perspective, to rebalance the world, there's a rise in feminine energy right now. There's a rise in wanting to embody the feminine. And this is because the feminine has somewhat been lost. And again, in particular in Western culture. Now, part of what that means is a lot of women, because we've just been programmed by this world and how it is, a lot of women are embodying a lot more masculine energy than what's actually authentically true for them. That doer, the controller, the like making plans, figuring everything out, that's more masculine energy. And if you are a woman who has been embodying a lot of masculine energy, but it doesn't feel good to you, and you intuitively feel that you want to become more feminine, then that's a very wise desire that's arising inside of you. So what can you do about this? Well, one of the cornerstone, I may say, or cornerstone, or just like a very feminine way of being that is just like deeply feminine, is becoming receptive. Again, classically, the masculine is the pursuer or the giver. And I'm even saying this kind of energetically, but it also can become literal. The masculine is the pursuer, the feminine is the receiver. And oftentimes when a relationship dynamic is holding this, these poles, so if the person in the relationship who is more predominantly masculine is the one pursuing, and the person who is more predominantly feminine is the one receiving, it feels really good to both people involved. So sometimes what happens, actually very often what happens, is these poles get reversed, and the feminine starts becoming the masculine, and the masculine starts becoming the feminine. The way that's gonna look is the person who's most predominantly feminine is going to start making the first move. She's going to start pursuing more. She's going to be the one texting first. She's going to make the plans. She's the one in control, we might say, where the masculine starts to pull back, perhaps. Okay. So typically when a relationship dynamic gets like flipped like this, like I'm speaking to, it does not feel good to either party. And I see a lot of this. I don't really talk about masculine and feminine energy. I rarely talk about it with my clients, but I do see how this happens. I talk about it in other ways on my channel, like chasing. Chasing or pursuing is, we can say, is more of a masculine thing. So I'll link my video on chasing up there. Actually, my playlist, because I talk more about the ins and outs of chasing. So if you are a feminine person, and typically right? It's just an intuitive knowing. If you relate more with being feminine than you do with masculine, but you find you take on that masculine role more than you want, what can you do? A wonderful place to start is to be practicing receptivity. And notice when I'm saying receptivity, I'm going like this. So let's talk about what receptivity is, what it feels like in the body, what it emotionally feels like all of that. Well, receptivity is relaxing back, it's relaxing, it's opening, and it's being available to receive from the masculine. Now, a lot of us, again, especially if you really have trained yourself, or maybe not even trained yourself, you're just accustomed to be more in that masculine state of being, you have to actively try, or maybe try is the wrong word, but you have to actively practice to relax back and allow yourself to receive. Allow yourself to receive. So again, this is getting into the manifesting realm of, I pull back and I feel them coming towards me. I come back and I feel them coming towards me. I don't have to move towards, I can relax back and just receive. Now, this is the way that I also just manifest and relate to life. It's how I like to relate to, like, with men, but it's also how I relate to life, which is, I don't have to do anything. I'm just here to receive. I know it's coming towards me. I know life is delivering my manifestations to me. I'm just here to receive. I'm here to receive. I'm open to receive. So there's particular, I would say, like, frequencies you can be meditating on to start receiving more. And this is just going to be an individual practice for you. But again, if you're wanting to embody more feminine energy, a wonderful place to start is with these frequencies. So the frequencies are, I don't have to move forward. I don't have to go after. I can just relax back. I can just receive. You can relate that to a person. You can manifest that new dynamic with a specific person. You can manifest that dynamic with life itself. But you're going to start to, as you're practicing this, you're going to start to relax back and start embodying more of that feminine energy. And, for me, it's incredibly blissful. It's like how my being wants to be in this world. It's how I want to live in the world. It's just what feels good to me. I am not a doer. I am not I'm not highly masculine. Again, like, the most masculine I am is in my work. And I actually am quite masculine in my work. Like, when I'm working with clients, I'm like this, I'm totally the masculine, but that's okay. That's my choice. And that's actually kind of common. Like, work would be, for me, the most masculine area of my life. That makes sense. But when I finally learned how to be more feminine, and honestly, I can't really even place when this happened, but I'm sure there were points along my path where I was consciously deciding to relax back and receive. It became incredibly blissful. It's just like, yes, this is who I am. Yes, I'm here to receive. Yes, I'm here to be given to. One more thing I want to say about this is, one thing to keep in mind, because sometimes we can correlate kind of the giver taker or giver receiver as like one position is better than the other. My experience has been, in relationship, for my man to give to me and for me to receive him, to allow myself to be given to, is like what he truly wants. He's masculine. He's quite masculine. And so that's what, like, his authentic self wants to do. So it's not like he's in a position that he doesn't like being in because he's giving to me. In fact, like, he wants to be the one pursuing, offering, giving to. He wants that. And I want that. So it's actually both of us in the position, in the relationship, where we're in really our authentic expression. And also, because we relate in this space, there's incredible polarity, which is also attraction. Again, often when there's a really strong masculine pole and a really strong feminine pole to people, it creates incredible attraction. So this is my small download on receiving, receptivity, feminine energy. I'm so curious what you think about it, it's a little different than, of course, my manifesting videos. But again, if you start studying it, you can see it all links up in the sense that everything, what am I trying to say? I'm saying that it all works well together. I mean, essentially everything these teachings are all saying the same thing. Wow, that was hard for me to get out. Okay, guys, thank you so much for being here with me. I love being here with you. Please make sure you subscribe to my channel, you like this video, and you comment below. I really do want to hear your comments. What do you think about all this? And I'll see you soon. Bye.